worldwide known novelist, author of the novel The Godfather, Mario Puzo, once said, "Show me a gambler and I'll show you a loser." Dear audience, today I'm going to talk about gambling addiction, a dreadful issue which concerns a lot of people around the whole world. I think this topic will be interesting for you as well because since the danger is very close to each of us, we should know how to protect ourselves, how to protect our family members, our friends, and etc. The information in my speech is really trustworthy because it's based on sources such as BBC, CNN, The Guardian, Forbes, and etc. Dear audience, today I'm going to try to persuade you that some serious actions must be taken against gambling addiction, a very serious issue concerning millions of people all around the world and including many in our country, Georgia. I'll discuss the problem itself, some reasons of it, and some possible solutions. Let's talk about the problem. Why is gambling a problem? What's wrong with it? Gambling is a kind of entertainment. Many people are relaxing with it, but actually it seems that the gambling is not entertainment anymore in the 21st century. Many experts claim that it's a very risky activity and potential danger. Psychologist Sofia Petker, psychologist at the Oxford University, published an article in 2018 and she wrote, "It can shift very easily from low-risk recreational hobby to a very serious addiction within a short period of time." A lot of other experts also support her and statistics support her. According to Forbes 2018, more than 80 million people were addicted to gambling in 2017, and this number in Georgia was more than 700,000. This is about 20% of the entire country's population, and this underlies how serious this issue is. Moreover, we have more than enough terrible results of gambling addiction, including ruining lives of young people and even committing suicides. Another problem regarding gambling is that gambling industry has become extremely powerful in most recent days, so it's very difficult and very challenging to fight against it, and nothing to say about succeeding in against them, because they have a lot of opportunities, and by fair or unfair, official or unofficial way, they can handle with their enemies. As we have talked about the problem itself, now let's go on and talk about some reasons why it happens so. The main problem is that gambling is very easily accessible for absolutely everyone in modern days. The online gambling is very powerful tool to serve this aim, and a lot of young people, school children, school students are involved in this terrible activity. This is because there is no age control while playing online gambling, and to prove that online gambling is really very powerful tool, I simply can provide statistics by Forbes 2018 that in 2011 more than 30 billion US dollars was played in virtual gambling, and this number has increased to 50 billion US dollars by 2017. Forbes 2018. These numbers say everything, right? Also, advertisements and promotions of gambling are almost everywhere, and this leads a lot of young children, young people to start thinking about it and just to trying it, and the terrible adventure begins. Another reason why this problem is so actual today is more psychological. According to medical news today's team of psychologists, a lot of people, including gamblers and non-gamblers, simply do not realize how terrible this addiction is. In their article, they write that if you compare drug addiction or alcohol addiction to gambling addiction, it seems ridiculous for a lot of people, but actually this is very proper comparison, since the only difference is that either drug or alcohol addiction is physical dependence and gambling addiction is more psychological dependence. However, the psychological dependence is sometimes much worse than physical. Another reason of the problem is connected again to financial opportunities. As I've mentioned, gambling industry is really powerful and really rich, so they share great part in a lot of countries total government tax revenue. So simply governments do not try their best to protect their population as well as to help gamblers to return their own normal lives and their own freedom. Because the governments do not simply want to lose so much money, and they prefer to have several hundreds more addicted people rather than lose such amount of money. Now, as we have talked about the problem itself and some possible and some causing reasons of it, let's go on and discuss some possible solutions. The first and the main solution is to implement new regulations and laws in order to prevent such widespread access to online gambling. Definitely there should be some effective laws which won't be written just on paper like today, but which will be implemented in real lives. These laws will strictly control age, and none of young school children will be allowed to play these games. Age limit must be increased at least to 21 years of age or maybe even more. Another possible solution is to ban any kind of advertisements and promotions of gambling. And this example is already successfully implemented in southern England city of Bristol. According to James Watterson, as he described in his article in 2018, any kind of advertisements and promotions of gambling were abolished in Bristol in 2 years ago. At first, it started within the friendly and within the areas where children and young people appear frequently, and then it spread all over the city. And the city council's decision appeared to be very successful, since the number of gamblers has decreased by 70% in a year and a half. 70% maybe doesn't sound so pretty, but when we talk about gambling addiction, it's very high percentage. And another solution is to hold anti-gambling campaigns officially. To hold these campaigns in order to raise awareness of the issue, how terrible and how serious this is, as well as to protect gamblers and to help them return their own freedom. By the way, there is a petition by the group of people here in Georgia which petitioned to the Georgian parliament, and these people required to start anti-gambling campaigns officially at schools in order to raise the awareness of this terrible issue among the school children. And this anti-gambling campaigns at first must start at school, because a lot of school children are involved in this terrible activity in these modern days in our country. So to sum up, today I've tried to persuade you that some serious actions must be taken against gambling addiction, a very serious issue concerning millions of people all around the world, including many in our country. We discussed the problem itself, some reasons of it, and some possible solutions. As well as I encourage you to sign the petition I mentioned above to help our population and our school children. So we should stand together, because the unity is the power, and we should protect each other and help each other. Thank you.